Alright guys, had a few cancellations of jobs on today, so lucky for you lot, we're getting another episode of Penny. I've already tack welded the steering rack mounts in. Basically I'm using the original cross member off the subframe, just welded it in about 2 inches further forwards than what it was, because we have found there is enough clearance underneath the engine for the original steering rack, so I don't need to buy one. The only issue with that is I'm going to have to make a oil pan basically, which isn't too hard a job. I just need to decide whether I'm going to make one from scratch out of sheet steel or whether I'm going to get another company to modify my sump, which is cast alley. Just weighing up the options for that at the moment. But the steering rack we can get done today. I'll show you where we're up to with that. We have the cross member tack welded in, so we just need to weld in a few plates for strength, weld it all up properly and get the subframe mounted back up in the car just to make sure everything's straight and that it's going to work. So I'm going to transfer you back over to the tripod, do a bit of work in super speed and listen to some happy clappy pop punk. I'll see you in a bit. Right, our Dunk's just got here. He hasn't been in for a few days. He's just popped down to visit, so I'll give him a rundown of Penny of where we're up to, because he doesn't actually watch the videos.
No, I do. You haven't. I've seen the engine mount on this side. I've seen you do that, but after that, I don't know what you've done.
Right. Okay. What we've done is on the top of the engine mount, we've added a brace, just to stop any flex at all, and I'm pretty sure it'll be strong enough to double up as a hoisting point. Yes. We've managed to work out where we're going to put the steering rack. It's going under the engine, 2 inches, well, roughly 2 inches in front of where it was, basically. There is enough clearance. The rack lines up perfectly with the steering knuckles, which is always a bonus.
Winning. Don't
need to buy another rack, so I dropped the 2 halves of subframe, cleaned them up, reinstalled them, put the steering rack mount in where it needs to be, tacked it all in, lowered it down, and now I'm just up to welding everything up at the moment.
Cool.
So fill all the gaps in, get it bolted back up and see where we go from there, and then shorten the column again because we made it way too long. Yeah, so
we're putting the rack at the back again now then?
Yes, we're going to run the steering rack literally 2 inches further forward than it was originally. So still maintaining all the original running gear.
Hey.
Yes.
Good.
So
Good.
That's where we're up to. I think it's time for a brew break, and I'll check back with you in a bit. Right, since moving the steering rack backwards back to where it needs to be, we've got to shorten the steering column again. We've measured, it's roughly 6.5 inches too long, so we're going to cut a section out and weld it back up.
We could just take the wheel off.
Probably should have done. Make things easier.
But you know what? That's intelligent.
That is something you cannot accuse me of. If I was intelligent, I'd just go and buy a drift car ready done. But no, I'm gonna build one.
Ah well. This is way more fun.
Yeah, man. Not bad.
Oh, I was just about to say, so you just nearly set your nuts on fire.
Yeah.
Well, that's one steering column shortened.
Short end.
Short end.
Let that cool. Have another brew. And get the column in.
Yeah, boy.
It's now Thursday morning. It's been a couple of days since we dropped Penny on her wheels. Unfortunately, the audio on the footage we got of us dropping her down, it didn't record, so we just cracked on with the work. I'm just going to quickly show you around the car now of where we're up to. We've mocked up the back end and got a diffuser off a Gen 2 Mini GP. I think that's going to look pretty cool once it's on. We're kind of trying to line the arches up with the rear bumper, having a bit of trouble with that, so we're going to fettle the rear bumper when it comes to making a mount for it. We have decided that arch is getting binned off. Basically, I just don't have the time to make a full set of 4 arches. The timeline for getting the car done has stepped up by about 2 months, so ideally she needs to be done for March for the first show of the season. So just for ease, we're going to use some JDM arches and see what they're like. So I'm going to show you the inside of where we're up to with that. We've got an Impreza STI seat bolted in for now. We have hydraulic handbrake mounted. We built a platform for that out of 5mm steel. Boxed it all in nice and strong, so there is no flex at all when we pull the handbrake. We've started working on the tunnel. Got the top section in. Still need to fill in both sides. Go around the other side and show you that side. See, we still need to get that side done as well. I am made up to see her finally looking like something other than a scrap car on a set of axle stands. I am made up. We've done a lot of work this week. Progress has just been fantastic. It's probably going to be another couple of days before I can do any more work on her because I've got a few job on other builds to do. But thank you very much for watching. If you've got any comments, feel free to put them below. Any criticisms, again, always open to criticism. I think it's a bit of a laugh, to be honest. But again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And hit the little bell for your notifications. And I will see you soon. Have a good day.